everybody, and welcome to another episode of FortressCraft, evolved in 64-bit mode in survival. My name is HMK, short for Hell's Master Kai, and today what we're going to have to do is, because I don't know if anybody actually noticed in the last series, is that we have ran out of coal. Okay, so this is not good for us. So what we're now basically going to do is we're going to take the laser away and the hopper, and we're going to take all these away, because obviously there's no point in having a conveyor belt which isn't going to do any storage. So we're also going to take the laser away. Now what we need to do, first things first, is we need to put our laser down. Now the reason being that I say we need to put down our laser is for the simple fact is we can use it as a guideline. Okay, so we know along this beam, this is where we need to place a new laser. So this guides us to where we are going to put the drill. Okay, so we've got the drill in place, and what we're going to do now is decide how we are going to get our ore into this hopper. So basically, I believe we've got the hopper that will go next door there. Now the easiest way to do this is to just basically run the conveyor belts that we've got, which is not many at the moment, basically in a pattern, so we are going to achieve it going into this conveyor belt. As you can see, we don't have enough conveyor belts to go into the hopper, so we'll have to make a few more of those. But again, that's not a problem, because as we get more materials we can make more items. And I believe we have some tin and copper, but we're not going to waste those at the moment. We're just going to have the conveyor belt going. It doesn't really matter if it goes anywhere at this point in time. And what we're going to do now is we're going to need another laser. Now we're actually going to need three. Okay, now the problem with having our conveyor belt here is I need a laser coming off this side of the cube, because we're going to go straight down the rabbit hole. So for now I'm going to just take up these conveyor belts in the hole, and we'll just take it directly from there. What we'll do is we'll make another power supply. So we're going to need another laser transmitter. So let's have a look what we need for that. And you can see that we need a little bit of lithium. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get ourselves some power. For some reason it's not, you can't see the graphics rotating, but it is actually working. So we've got the full bar, and what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go down the rabbit hole. As you all know that we've got the lithium down here. Okay, and we need to get off at the iron level, because our mining shaft at the moment is not connected to our lithium shaft, which we will work on a bit later on. So we're going to go straight down, and you can see that's the depth that we've got to at the moment for the lithium. We're going to go down the stairs. You can see it's quite messy, but it's stairs anyway. A little bit of lag there, and you can see we're at the lithium face. Now what I did off screen, guys, was I actually dug a tunnel shaft all the way up to the surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the big laser. We're going to take as much as we possibly can. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is we're going to aim directly up in the gap, and we're going to race the hypothermia. So I may or may not die in this episode, which will be a bit of a shame, but let's race it. It's just to show you that you can race hypothermia. Okay, so we're out on our ledge. Okay, so we're getting really close. We go round the side of the mountain, we go straight down. And we won the race against hypothermia. Now that was because I planned the route and I knew where I was going. But obviously if you don't know where you're going, yeah, you could lose the race. So not always a good idea, but a little bit of fun and a little bit of a challenge. So we've now got the lithium. We're now going to put the lithium into the melt. Now we only need 2 bars, so that doesn't really take too long to do, guys. And you can see that we've got a wasp. So while we're waiting for the lithium, and I'm afraid the wasp is gone. We were, oh, there we go. Oh, it's gone behind the mountain, so it's not really that very good. You can see again the furnace is heating up. You can see that it's starting to melt the lithium bars. I believe we only need 2. So I'm going to take the 2 bars. We're going to look at the manufacturing plan, and yes, there you can see we only need 2, so we're going to craft that one straight away. And you can see what we're going to do is we're going to place it directly if I can find it on my hotbar keys. Facing there to the laser. Now you can see when we place down the new transmitter that the first laser transmitter started to do a power reset the laser. Now what you can see is that it's fluctuating a little bit between anywhere between 10 and 20. Now what happens is, when the power supply comes from your main power, yeah, you've got to remember that at this point in time we have only got what we've got in here, which is coal. Okay, and we've only got 36 at the moment, so you've got to start now thinking, how are we going to do it? How are we going to know when we're going to need more power? Okay, now we're not going to worry too much about that at the moment, because what we've done is, in the wooden crates over here, if you remember, we've got coal. Okay, so we've got quite a few bits of coal. We've got nice energy storage plants going. We've got the hopper. Okay, that will only use it when we use power. It's going to be using a little bit of power, but that's going to be filling up with ore, so coal ore. So you know, it's not a bad thing that we've got it as and where we got it. Yeah. So we're now going to think about getting our iron powered, because what we want is we want these lift shafts to start looking a bit better, a bit more organised, a bit more professional, and to do that we're going to just need power to make it look good at the other levels. So basically, you just see I'm just filling in little bits and pieces of the gaps. Yeah. So basically, what we're going to do now is we're going to make another power supply. Another power. We only need a Mark 1. We don't need a Mark 2. So we're going to see what we need for a Mark 1. And you can see again, we're going to need lithium and we're going to need copper. So let's have a look and see how our copper is doing. As you remember, our copper is over here. Now, you could possibly try and be a little bit crafty here. If our copper comes down, and I don't think it does. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So, because of bad, nasty monsters possibly coming in future patches, we're just going to fill up any holes. Okay. But what we can do is, along this axis of this power, is we can trace the line. Now we know now that wherever we're going to put the two lasers to make it simple is where we're going to put the mining head. So we're going to move the mining head, I'm going to move the storage, and we're going to put the mining head here. As you can see, it will just go straight up. Yeah, we're going to put the storage hub next door to it. It doesn't matter if it looks up and down, and we're going to put some power in here. Unfortunately, we can't put no power in there because I ain't got none. So take some power. Aim it there so we can transfer it. See that we're going to start putting power in. Take some more power. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to need two laser supplies, two Mark 1 lasers. So we'll just see what we need. So we need 8 iron bars and 2 lithium bars per laser. As you can remember, we were mounting some lithium. You see we've got 3. So we're going to need some lithium and some iron. Now I believe I may have enough iron. So we take the lithium out, put the iron in. We're going to let that go. And we are going to go down the rabbit hole, and we're going to go straight down, and we're going to go back up the lift, off the platform, down the stairs, a little bit lag there on the frame rate. We're going to mine some of the lithium. Now we're not going to take too much this time because we do want a little bit of power to get back up. And again, it's just the F key straight up. Don't forget, if you can't see where you're going to fire, press G. That will throw up some light for you, so you can quickly see where you're going. Looks like I'm stuck. So we're getting hypothermia again. Oops, wrong tunnel. And again we just jump straight off. So we managed to get 4 iron bars, and we got some lithium, which I think that might be a bug there because the lithium we just got just changed into iron bars. Okay, so yes, not very good. We're going to have to go and get some more lithium. I will ask the devs to have a look at that, okay, because that might be a bug that they might not be able to, might not realise. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pause the game here. I'm going to go and get the lithium and the iron that we need for the 2 lasers, and we're going to connect the copper. Okay, so I will see you guys shortly. Welcome back, people. Now, as you can see, I started to craft the Mark 1 lasers, and currently I've got one directed over to the copper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how to do a laser going upwards. Now, the first laser is your guideline, okay, so you don't have to guess where you've got to dig, and basically we need the laser to connect there. So my way of doing this is to basically dig down a couple of levels I'm going to ignore the hypothermia for the moment. And I think it's 3 levels down. And basically, if you point up, you will go straight up, no problems. Now that we've got the laser in place, I will go and sort my hypothermia out. Do for now. And we'll put the floor back. Now what you'll see is that you're not getting no power. Now the reason being is because the first laser is firing still in the rock. So if you just place a rock down to break its laser, wait until it hits again, take the rock away, and you can see now that the laser is pulsing because the first laser has realigned itself to the second laser, and you can see now that you are getting power to the ore extraction for your copper. Okay, so this is how we are going to start off getting power to our drill heads, and obviously the ore extractors will start putting the ore into the storage items. So what we're going to do while I'm off screen is I'm going to make some more laser transmitters, and I'm going to connect up the iron and the lithium and the tin. So hopefully by the next time I come to do the next episode, we can look at trying to get all the ore up to the surface, so we don't have to keep on going running around like rabbits down rabbit holes. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, leave me a like. If you haven't, leave me a hate. All comments are welcome. Do vote for my channel. It does let me know whether you want to see more of these episodes or not, and I will see you next time. This is HMK signing off. Have fun and enjoy the game.